Good evening. I am live. There we go. Got the box. All right. I'll just mess around a minute. Haven't got anybody out there yet. This is Rant and Randy's Rant for December 3rd, 2020. First thing I wanted to mention is that I think we're now up to 276,000 Americans dead and rapidly going up from there. It's like comparable of what I'm seeing. It's like having a 9/11 every day of the week. Funeral homes are struggling to keep up with funerals all over the country. Um, all right, got hello, Sherry. Uh, And with all this going on, we've got a pardoned criminal, and Michael Flynn has been tweeting for Donnie to declare martial law. What the fuck is that? What for? Are there riots we don't know about in the streets? And is he ready to take on? Is the ones that are stop and steal are the only ones on the street? Boy, I tell you what, that damn regime, I'm glad to see it coming to an end because they don't even know what they're doing. In Georgia, they're telling them not to vote. They want Brian Kemp to resign and then started chanting, lock him up. Just because, and what's the reasoning behind Flynn? Because the whiny little bitch isn't getting his way. And where's martial law in the legal system when there aren't riots in the street? There's not insurrection going on unless he wants to go on after his own people. And no wonder Obama warned Trump about Michael Flynn. Of course, he took Michael Flynn just because Obama warned him about it. I have to give him a beating here. Oh, I'm going to try to keep my blood pressure down today. I'll start with what I got last night. Sidney Powell calling for Republicans not to vote in the Georgia Senate runoff election, along with another Yahoo. I think his last name is Linwood, calling for Brian Kemp to come out of the Capitol and overturn the election or resign. And after that, then lock him up. Boy, now that's logical. They're telling them not to vote. What do they think they're going to gain by that? That doesn't make a damn lick of sense. Meanwhile, President King Ding Dong is using our troops as a pawn, threatening their raises because he thinks he's going to, that he's being censored on Twitter. No way, other way to look at it. He's a raving madman now. Just look at, and I can only see bits and pieces of the bullshit that he did on Facebook. They won't let me at it directly. You have to go through like ABC, Channel 7 News out of New York City to see any of it. And why would anyone think he has the power to control social media companies for just warning their viewers of his lies and deceptions? In fact, his own Facebook thing, according to what I saw, they put the disclaimer that everybody has on their rants on Facebook, which is election results. They don't go by all this bullshit and lying that this orange turd is doing right now. And what he wants to do is he wants a civil war. I don't think his base is big enough or ready for that. Uh, Cuomo and Don Lemon, that's where I got the information on that. Senator Lamar Alexander retires, and that leaves McConnell in tears. Lamar Alexander has a record of doing nothing the whole time that he's been in the Senate. No wonder McConnell's going to miss him. And have you ever seen Mitch McConnell shed one tear for all the dead in this country? Hell no. He cares about other things like power and greed and money. That's what they're after. And he will miss Alexander because he went along with him on anything. And that's an interesting story in itself. Maybe I'll cover it on Facebook. The origins of Lamar Alexander. I remember it when there was a Governor Blanton in Tennessee, and Lamar Alexander was sworn in 3 days early because of the kind of bullshit that Donnie is probably going to do now between now and January 20th. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Before I forget, we have 193 subscribers now. That's up about 2 over the last week and a half. December 1st, Ivanka Trump was deposed in the inaugural funds case, and Melania has been subpoenaed in that same case. Unfortunately, that's going to be a civil case. There will be no criminal penalties on that. And like I said, Donnie rambling on for 46 minutes on Facebook Live, claiming one thing I heard him say was he's the cleanest person that's ever been president of the United States. Give me a fucking break. All the bullshit he usually spouts out of that pie hole, and most of it was me, and occasionally saying we. But he meant me when he says we. Meanwhile, 2,733 Americans died yesterday. Like I said, that's like a 9/11 every day, and it's going to get worse. The task force is now warning that 65 and older not to enter any public space where anyone is not wearing a mask. Found out, and I believe it was Rachel's show last night in Waterloo, Iowa. Tyson lied to the employees, and particularly Hispanic employees and local and state officials about protecting their employees. Why is that? Not surprising. Plus, that's the plant where they were taking bets on how many employees would test positive for COVID. They lied to the governor. I don't even care what her damn name is. And she bought it. Now cases and deaths are surging in Iowa like the rest of the Midwest. King Ding Dong is gutting the Pentagon to slow the Biden administration of intel from the ISIS task force. This being done in an attempt to undermine the new administration. After all, one of the people he sent there was a man named Tata, who said that Obama was a terrorist leader. The other is 35 years old, no experience, and heading up 3 different departments at the same time. Holy shit, you can't make this shit up. Senator Lamar Alexander yesterday in his retirement calls for unity and did not attack Trump, or said nothing about Trump attacking the election. Uh, Hopefully, Georgia can change the Senate so that tearful McConnell can sit down and shut the fuck up. Congresswoman Katie Porter rips into Secretary Mnuchin at a hearing yesterday, and he ended with asking her if she was a lawyer. That's how prepared he was. He's not a lawyer, he has lawyers report to him. She was a law professor at Harvard. She was also a student of Elizabeth Warren. So, yes, and unfortunately, Katie didn't hear his question because he would have looked like a real boob. She made the point that it would be illegal to take money, COVID relief money, $455 billion, until 2026 and move it to the Treasury. The Federal Reserve has already told uh, Mnuchin no already. Mnuchin is another fascist born to wealth. He didn't work his own way into wealth. He was ignorant, and his lawyers, who uh, were backing him up yesterday. In fact, they were lazy. They didn't find out anything about what they were going to talk about. That is so typical. Ah, holy shit. Oh, that's about all I've got today. Hello, Belda. Hello, Netta. Hello, Karen. And Lisa, hello to you. And Sherry, I spoke to as I started out today. Didn't have a lot today. I was up late last night. We had hardly even want to mention it, but I did talk to the landlord this morning. Supposedly, next door, they're going to see about finding another place to live because they will be evicted. But our door got hit with something last night. So I'll just leave it at that. We're trying to get to the bottom of it. But I told him today, I said, if we could afford to move, we would move. We've been putting up for 11 years with always some kind of bullshit going on in this apartment house. And Grace and I both are just getting too old for that bullshit. Oh, or as they call it now, drama. And there's always some, doesn't matter who they rent out to, particularly with that apartment 5, they've always had problems. All right. Hello, Angie. Yeah, it can't come soon enough for all of us. But we'll hang in here and keep getting the job done for the Blue Dot family. I'm proud to be a Blue Dot in the red state of Missouri, and I will keep doing this until there's no longer a need for it. Even after the new administration gets in, there may be public pressure that has to be applied. For the most part, I don't think we're going to have that much trouble with Biden doing the right thing. He's the right man for the job. We've been waiting for it, and I can't wait to see Donnie. I don't care if he goes out on a wheelbarrow, a gurney with a sheet over his head, whatever it takes. He will leave that White House. Holy shit. And all the stalling in the world is not going to keep your ass in there, Donnie. Ain't going to happen. you want to cause a civil war, you better calm down that Michael Flynn. Uh, there aren't any riots by other than if you want to call dancing in the street when we found out that Joe Biden was president elect. That doesn't call for martial law. It's going to be your bunch out in the street, Donnie. So you'd be locking up the wrong ones and restricting the wrong ones. They wouldn't take well to martial law. All right, that's about all I got. Let y'all all go. I will probably be late to the meeting. Grace is wanting to go do a little shopping, which if we leave here, then we got to get back and warm up some food. But I will be out at the meeting before it's over with. I always like to share it with my group. So I look forward to that, and I look forward to seeing all of you later on. I want you to go down, like, and share, and subscribe if you're new here. I know many are not in this my blue room, but I know you're seeing this. There's a lot of people that are. So if you're not subscribed, give me a chance. This is for the Blue Dot family. We'll put out my information later on. And know this, if you're a friend of mine, you can PM me. I would like to get your cards, your letters. And if you care to donate, you can do it that way. Just give me a personal messenger, and I will have no problem with giving you the address. And I will put out my PayPal, which I'm having to type in on a status now to get it to work. They won't let me go to save and do that anymore. Yeah, I like that, Netta. Yeah. He's doing the best he can do. He's about the best landlord that we've had in the last 2 years. We missed the original one. Sometimes it was hard to get him to listen to us, but he did get things done. But the previous one, that was a big mistake. And I think our new one, which are several owners, they're starting to learn that it is harder in an older building like this to rent out to people. I don't know who's recruiting these people to be in there, but it always seems like they seem to think they're entitled. This lady next door doesn't work. Hadn't worked a lick since she's been there, and that was since before the pandemic. But never mind. I'm getting through this. We've also got some mice in the wall. It sounds like they're fooling with the electrical switches and stuff. It's strange. I shined a light back here from the living room, and every time I would, they would stop moving. You wouldn't hear anything in that wall if I shined the light back here. So I don't know what the hell that is. All right, I'll let you go with peace. Resist, persist, and I insist that we keep on the public pressure long enough to let that asshole know he's not going anywhere with these lawsuits, and he sure as hell is not going to the Supreme Court with it. He has nothing. He's just going to try to rile up his minions. That's all he can do. All right. See you later. Have a good one, and I'll see you later on at the meeting. Bye-bye now. Share this shit.